Shelby Carter was not only a beautiful girl but also a focused and smart student with a reserved demeanor in high school and very, very smart, according to her lifelong friend, Anna Steelman. "I think people underestimated that about her because she was quiet and she wasn't one to make herself the center of attention," said Anna, who was another of Shelby's teammates on the Stark County High School basketball team. "She stayed back in the crowd and did her work and got stuff done on the basketball court and in the classroom. She was very task-oriented," Anna recalled. But according to her friends, there was a completely different side to Shelby. When she stepped onto the basketball court to play center, she became a feisty competitor and no ball would get across her. She was a great asset to her team, and everyone admired her on the court. No one really knew just how fierce she was until years after graduation. At only 20 years old, Shelby became a mother to a beautiful little girl who she named Keana Davis. Even though she wasn't yet married and didn't have a place for herself, Shelby seemed glad and happy to be a mother of such a beautiful girl. Shelby celebrated her 21st birthday with her newborn baby girl. She shared a post on Facebook that said, "What a great birthday." Shelby's cousin, Shawna Burwell, recalled, "This morning on Snapchat I saw, loving these mommy moments, and she had the baby laying on her chest." Shelby worked as a nail technician at a salon and was engaged to Keana's dad. Despite her busy workload, she was actually going back to school at mid-state to be a pharmacy technician while living with her mother, Kathy. After Keana's birth, her grandma, Kathy, posted a photo on Facebook of baby Keana at the hospital. Her caption was heartwarming. It said, "Beautiful miracle." Shelby's aunt, Deb Carter Burwell, commented, saying that Shelby was a fantastic mom and proud of her baby girl. The family was overjoyed with the baby's arrival, and everyone was happy to see how content Shelby was with her baby girl. Sadly, nothing lasts forever, and that happiness didn't last long enough for anyone, surely not for baby Keana. Only a few days after her daughter's birth, the new mom was alone with her 10-day-old infant on a Monday morning when their home was engulfed in flames. After a wall of fire and smoke tore through the upstairs bedroom of the wood frame house, firefighters began battling the blaze, but it was already too late. When the rescuers finally made their way inside to the bedroom, they found only Shelby Carter's inanimate body. The young mother had died of carbon monoxide intoxication from all the smoke she inhaled. Her newborn daughter was nowhere to be found. Instead, Keana's car seat was found resting on top of a pile of debris with the newborn strapped inside. The baby girl was well and alive, thanks to the gut-wrenching decision her mother made when she saw that there was no escape, one that was likely her last. The fire had spread so quickly that the house was invaded with smoke in the matter of just a few short moments. Everything was either on fire or so dense in smoke that there was no way out. Shelby was trapped inside of that hell with her daughter. After realizing the house was engulfed in flames, the mother strapped Keana in her car seat, smashed a window, and tossed the child from the second story in an effort to save her baby's life. A very hard decision to make, but one that saved her infant's life. Investigators believe that it was only a matter of seconds or a couple of minutes at most from the time Shelby Carter realized that her entire home was on fire and the moment she made the decision to save her child while she seemingly knew she was going to die. Miraculously, and probably thanks to her mother's love, Keana escaped serious injury. She only suffered a minor burn that would go away in the matter of days only. The newborn was taken to the hospital in good condition and later released to her grieving father. "It's just incredible that she was able to pull her thoughts together to save her baby," said Ed Fogelsomer, chief of the Wyoming Spear Fire Protection District. "It's just too bad she couldn't save herself, but I'd say it's nothing short of a miracle the way it ended up." Shelby Carter's death was one of the most painful events her small town has ever had. Despite her death being tragic, her loved ones take comfort in knowing her final act was a great act of heroism, thanks to which their grandchild is alive. However, no one who knew her closely was surprised that she sacrificed her own life to save her newborn from scorching fire and suffocating smoke. Shelby was a strong woman with an inherently protective personality and a passion for children. She was a natural at taking care of kids, according to her family and friends. She loved every child she came in contact with, and they loved her, her obituary said. Her greatest moment was becoming a mom, her online memorial added, and Shelby performed that role impeccably and admirably. With her last breath, Shelby Carter laid down her life for her daughter and gave the world a perfect example of a mother's love that always puts her children's safety above her own. Her story is heartwarming indeed, but it is also heartbreaking. Shelby was only getting to know the taste of motherhood and enjoying her life changes with her beloved baby girl. But life had other plans for her, plans with death. Shelby's fierceness was the last thing the world has seen, as she used her last moments to save her daughter from the flames. Of all the mothers saving their children's stories, this one has stunned us the most. Shelby was barely out of her teen years, young and full of life, but she chose to throw all of that away for the sake of her daughter's life. We hope Keana grows up to see how brave her mother was, holding her memory dear in her heart. It is hard growing up without a mother, but the thought that her love saved her will fill the void in her heart, or at least, so we hope.